a younger artist. It is cast bronze, hollow, and you can certainly see, however, that he was amazingly involved in this work. You can see, you can feel his fingerprints in it. It is part of a series, and I was lucky enough, I had no idea who this person was at all, ever. About 4 years ago, my husband and I were lucky enough to be in Paris, and we were walking in the Tuileries, and if you've been there, you know there's this big lake that the kids float the boats, and the chairs sit all around it, and there were 13 of these pieces. Come from the back, too. Come look. And they were all around the pond. And I just couldn't figure out what any of this was or what was going on. But another artist who not only uses materials that are old and he has done them new, but he's very historically connected. Each of the pieces has a month of the year as its name. I believe this is May.
Yes, it says East May.
Okay, thank you. And when you look at it, think about, I mentioned 13, very important. When the calendar was changed by Pope Gregory, it had been originally 13 months based on the solar solstice. Each month had 28 days. Before that, it was then changed to 12, and that was when, 30 days has September, April, June, that little poem we all have to repeat. It didn't used to be like that. And some of our people today, calendars, the Hebrew religion keeps that calendar. But that's based on lunar.
Based on lunar.
Right, this is based on solar.
And this was 13 months this year.
Right, okay. So a lot of it has stayed. Old time, again, what I'm saying to you, it's history. He's talking about that. What happens in May? What kind of the year? What happens?
Spring.
I love it. Great. Birth, rebirth. Flowers come out. Blooming. What's coming out of here? A child. It's birth. And it's a wonderful, happy child, yes. And if you look carefully, there are 13 penises that go around the piece. This is a very sexual content up front piece because that's what it's all about. I don't tell the children that. We talk about Kermit the Frog, and we talk about stuff like that, but that is really what Rondinone is dealing with. We have another of his piece in the museum. That big painting, as you walk up from the first floor to the second, that big yellow orange, that's him too.
Can you spell?
And it's also the sun. It's solar. It's so hot. When I look at that piece, there are times I find that I have to look away because the colors that he has used, mostly hand painted, which again is fabulous. It's not all airbrush. It looks like it could be. It's not. I find him to be a very exciting. You have a question?
Yes. Did he put? I might not.
Go
have
ahead,
heard
talk.
you. It looks like a whole lot of some
Projections.
no,
How about
no.
that?
The
Oh
surface.
yeah, he was in there making this.
So what did
Absolutely.
he put? What material did
Airplane
he use?
paint,
Airplane paint.
silver. Pardon me, automobile.
Automobile paint over the bronze.
Yes.
Okay. And then he laid it on really
He was
thick.
doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
And the plinth that it stands on, he made it as well. Made it to look like concrete. It's wood. And and it's painted.
Can you spell his name, please?
R-O-N. I'm not good at a lot of the spelling.
D-I-N-O-N-E.
Go ahead. Rondinone.
He was Swiss.
C-I-N.
Born in Switzerland, doesn't?
R-O-N-D-I-N-O-N-E.
And he does not live in Switzerland anymore. He lives in New York mostly.
When you saw the other pieces
Yeah.
in Paris, was it all of pretty much the same?
They look the same in
subject?
a way from the back. They
Yeah.
even reminded me of Stonehenge when I first saw them. So again, a bit more history. But the fronts were all different, and they were to the month that he was referring to.
And were they all in this sort of semi-sexual?
They're all having to do with something.